This is a $90,000 Dodge Hellcat. 707 horsepower. Legendary supercharger whine. Massive ego. And right now, it's about to get beaten by a car that costs less than a used Honda Civic. Most people think horsepower is the only number that matters. They're wrong. On a real street with real tires, a 4,500-pound boat is vulnerable. If you know which platforms to pick, you can build a Hellcat killer for a fraction of the price. Today, we're looking at 5 cheap muscle cars that use power-to-weight ratios and superior traction to embarrass the big cats. Especially car number 2, which literally weighs half as much as the Dodge. Let's dive in. Why the Hellcat loses. Here's what they don't tell you in the commercials. Weight kills speed. The Hellcat weighs over 4,400 pounds. That's 2 full-size motorcycles worth of extra mass fighting against every launch, every turn, every brake zone. Power-to-weight ratio is the real king. A 3,000-pound car with 400 horsepower will destroy a 4,400-pound car with 700 horsepower in almost every real-world scenario. Traction, control, momentum. These win races, not dyno sheets. And when you're working with a $15,000 budget instead of $90,000, you can build something that exploits every single one of the Hellcat's weaknesses. Car number 1, C4 Corvette, the $10,000 giant killer. Weight, 3,200 pounds. That's 1,200 pounds lighter than a Hellcat. Perfect weight distribution, low center of gravity, designed for actual racing. You can find clean C4 Corvettes for $8,000 to $12,000 right now. That's pocket change compared to Hellcat money. Here's the scary part. With just intake, headers, cam, and gearing, a C4 becomes a legitimate problem. We're talking low 12-second quarter miles on a basic build. The Hellcat flexes horsepower on Instagram. The C4 destroys lap times in silence. And here's what Hellcat owners don't want to admit. On a road course, they're not even close. The C4 brakes harder, turns faster, stays composed. The Hellcat feels like you're fighting it. The C4 feels like it's reading your mind. Aftermarket support is massive. Every part exists. Every upgrade has been tested 1,000 times. LS swaps are common. Big brake kits are everywhere. The chassis is proven. The platform is respected. The results speak for themselves. You're not buying a car, you're buying a weapon that's been refined over decades of racing. For skilled drivers, this is the weapon of choice. Car number 2, Fox Body Mustang, the 3,000-pound missile. Here's a car that weighs less than most modern sedans. 3,000 pounds, gutted interior, raw driving experience, and the aftermarket is ridiculous. You can build a Fox Body in your garage with YouTube tutorials and basic tools. The Hellcat struggles with traction. Fox Bodies hook like their life depends on it when set up right. A $10,000 build can run mid-10s. Sometimes high 9s if you know what you're doing. When a 90s Mustang walks a Hellcat from a dig, the excuses start flying. My tires weren't warm. I didn't launch right. That thing's built. Yeah. Exactly, that's the point. Fox Bodies don't care about image. They don't care about luxury features or soft-touch plastics. They care about winning. The community is huge. Forums, YouTube channels, local meets. You'll never be stuck wondering how to do something. Parts are cheap. Mistakes are forgivable. You control everything. Every Fox Body owner knows someone faster. That pushes you to learn, to improve, to build better. This isn't about flexing on social media. This is about real racing culture. Stripped down, honest, fast. This is the ultimate learning platform, and it embarrasses cars worth 5 times as much. Car number 3, 3rd-gen Camaro, the forgotten weapon. Nobody expects these to be fast anymore. They see an 80s Camaro and think it's just a nostalgic cruiser. Wrong. 3rd-gen Camaros are lighter than modern muscle, more aerodynamic than you'd think, and perfect for LS swaps. Drop in an LS engine, tune the suspension, add sticky tires, Now you're sitting at 3,300 pounds with 500 horsepower. That power-to-weight ratio is lethal. The Hellcat relies on brute force and electronics. The third gen relies on balance and driver skill. No traction control fighting you. No stability control cutting power. Just pure mechanical connection. You feel everything. Every input matters. You can push harder because you know what the car is doing. That's why real drivers respect these. They reward talent. They punish mistakes. They teach you to drive fast, not just go fast. Plus, they look good. That 80s muscle car aesthetic is coming back strong. People respect them at car shows. They turn heads for the right reasons. The third-gen community is passionate. These aren't just cars to them. They're a statement about what driving should be. You're not trying to look rich. You're trying to win. And that's what these were built for. Car number 4, Pontiac GTO, the silent assassin. This is the ultimate sleeper. It looks like a boring sedan. Your dad's car, nothing special. Then the light turns green. LS2 power, strong chassis, built for highway pulls. In roll races, weight matters less. Power delivery matters more. The GTO shines here. A Hellcat needs to wind up and build boost. The GTO just pulls from anywhere in the RPM range. From a 40 miles per hour roll on the highway, the GTO can stay with a Hellcat. Sometimes walk it if the Hellcat driver isn't ready. Here's what makes this dangerous. It's comfortable, it's quiet. Insurance is cheap because it looks normal. You're not paying supercar rates, you're paying sedan rates, while packing 400 horsepower. Maintenance is easy. It's a GM platform. Any mechanic can work on it. Parts are available everywhere. The Hellcat makes noise and attracts attention. The GTO makes results and stays invisible. You roll up next to a Hellcat at a light. They see a boring sedan. They think easy win. Then you gap them from a roll and disappear. The GTO doesn't need to prove anything. It already knows. Car number 5, SN95 Mustang, the budget beast. People sleep on these. They think SN95s are just economy Mustangs. Basic transportation with a V8. They're wrong. These cars are cheap to buy, easy to modify, and easy to drive fast. The 4.6-liter engine is bulletproof. With heads, cams, intake, and exhaust, you're looking at 400 wheel horsepower. That's enough to run with cars costing 3 times as much. Weight reduction matters. Strip the interior. Remove sound deadening. Lightweight wheels. Every pound counts. Suspension setup transforms these. Lower it. Stiffen it. Dial in the alignment. Now it corners too. You can find clean SN95s for under $8,000. Build it right for another $5,000 to $7,000. Total investment, under $15,000. And you're running mid-12 seconds all day. These cars are predictable. That breeds confidence. Confidence wins races. The SN95 doesn't look threatening. That's its advantage. People underestimate you until it's too late. When an SN95 beats a Hellcat, the excuses start. That's not stock. Must be on slicks. No way. But physics doesn't lie. Lighter car, good power, skilled driver, that's the formula. The SN95 proves you don't need $90,000 to go fast. You need knowledge and execution. The real comparison. Hellcat versus sleepers. Let's be honest about what each side wins. The Hellcat wins in raw factory horsepower. It wins in straight-line factory speed. It wins in sound and presence. But that's where it stops. Sleepers win in weight. They win in control. They win in modification efficiency. They definitely win in cost. For the price of one Hellcat, you can build 2 complete sleepers and still have money left over. Here's what really matters. Driving experience. The Hellcat does most of the work for you. Traction control. Stability control. Launch control. Sleepers make you do the work. You control throttle. You manage weight transfer. You learn to actually drive. That's more rewarding. That builds real skill. The Hellcat makes you feel fast. Sleepers make you fast. There's a difference. And in the automotive world, respect goes to the builder, not the buyer. Anyone with a loan approval can drive off in a Hellcat. Not everyone can build a Fox Body that runs 10 seconds. That's where the real pride lives. Fast cars aren't built with money alone. They're built with smart decisions. And when a Hellcat owner gets gapped by a car worth a fifth of their payment, that reality hits different. The truth nobody wants to hear. The Hellcat is impressive. The numbers are real. The performance is there. But it's not unbeatable. It never was. Weight is the enemy. Physics is undefeated. And smart builders know how to exploit that. These 5 cars prove you don't need a supercharger whine to win races. You need the right platform, the right setup, and the right driver. A $12,000 C4 in the right hands will embarrass a Hellcat on a back road. A $10,000 Fox Body with bolt-ons will walk one from a dig. A third-gen Camaro with an LS swap will destroy one on a track. A GTO will catch them sleeping on the highway. And an SN95 will do it all while costing less than their down payment. So which one would you build? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're a Hellcat owner watching this, don't take it personally. We respect the power. We respect the engineering. We just know there's more than one way to win. The real winners in the car game aren't the ones with the biggest loans. They're the ones with the best skills and smartest builds. If this opened your eyes to what's possible with budget builds, hit that subscribe button. We're all about real cars, real builds, and real driving. Not hype, not Instagram flex, just results. This is how you beat expensive cars with cheap platforms. This is how you build a reputation without breaking the bank. And this is how you prove that driver skill and smart decisions beat big money every single time. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.